Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy. I've been on the come up, counting money till my thumbs hurt. No Birdman, bitch, but I'm a stunner. Just watch how you run up. I keep a couple gunners. I've been grinding all winter just to flex all over summer shit. Wrist cold when I fall through. Rose go to my arm, boo. In and out of my city, but come whenever I call you. Who gon' love me more than when I'm stacking out on tour? Them hoes that made it past security, they knocking on my door. You gon' be there when they gone. Show my love by getting more. Hustle so you ain't alone. You won't leave me, that's for sure. I'm talking Benjis, Franklin's, all these hundos on my floor. I just broke a couple bands, believe me, I've been going hard. I'm tipping bottle after bottle, swerving model after model. Who won't cash? That's the motto. Spending like I hit the lotto. Yeah, I'm loving my life. I know that I ain't shit without you. Actions speak louder than words. They broke cause they just talk about you, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy. Money bag after money bag, I'm the man now. Play the cards that I was dealt and I ain't need no handouts. Fresh on every set, give respect, mama out of debt. Got a new connect, we the best, homie run the check. Wifey got a new bag, new house, you mad? We just doing us, feeling wavy, fuck a do-rag. This that no stress flow, bobbing on my ex. She don't love cash, kiss my ass, baby XO. Thank you for that line, Mr. West, but I'm next though. Hey, you meet a set, bitch, I'm blessed, sipping XO. For the love of money, I stay fucking hungry. I parted ways with the kitchen, that just wasn't for me. Every show they love me, now I'm showing love back. They ain't taking nothing from me, so I throw a couple stacks. See you when I'm in your town, have some fun, blow a pack. Fuck with me when I'm around, trust me, shorty, I'll be back, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy.
There we go. What's good, man? Good morning. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Welcome to a special edition of Coffee Talk, Alphabet's football show. Rise up, family. Hope everybody's doing all right this morning. What's up? What's up? Y'all see I don't have my co-host with me, but what I do have with me is this guy over here with the finely trimmed beard over there doing what he does, my guy over in the 716 area, Andre the Torch Robinson, the fire starter. What's good, family?
What's good? Top of the morning to everybody. I'm ready to.
Where's your coffee at? Where's your coffee at? Huh? You got some juice, some coffee? Look, you can't. Part of this is you got to have something to drink, man. You got to have something to drink. Coffee, juice, something, man. Come on, man. Work.
I got something ready.
Okay, that works. That works. Hey, Oh, look, with coffee and breakfast cereal, man, it's all good. Got the breakfast bars, all that good stuff, man. I hope everybody's doing all right this morning, man. We're coming a little bit. We're coming a little. Normally I do coffee talk around 11:30 Eastern time. We're a little bit earlier, but it's okay because we could do stuff like that because we got other stuff going on. We got to multitask, so we're going to give you all a quick show, and break down this TNF game. Torch's Green Bay Packers are playing tonight. So, we had to talk about that a little bit. And, we got a little bit of news and notes, man. We're going to try to knock this out in about an hour. So if you like football, like and share the show. Subscribe to the Alphabets Football Show YouTube page. We're over there on YouTube. But you can see us on Facebook right now. So if you miss it, I know some of y'all are at work, you're at school, taking the kids to school, eating your cereal, doing whatever, still sleep from last night. Some of y'all sleep in. But we're gonna go ahead and give y'all this info real quick. Did we jumping right to the game? We ain't doing no news and notes. We just gonna do the game.
You want to do news and notes? All right, let's cook. Let's cook.
Okay. We're gonna talk about the game.
News and notes first. What you want? You want?
Okay, so yesterday, Cowboys tackle. Tyler Guyton. Did you see that, Torch? Did you see what he did? He threw like a left hook.
Yes.
He threw like a left hook at the Eagles defensive end. Look, man. We played to the echo of the whistle, but we can't be throwing punches. He didn't get tossed out of the game because they didn't see it, but you can't do that. And look, y'all see the helmet I got up here. All right. We don't play favorites. You can't do that. I don't know how much money exactly he got fined. I'll have to check it out because this just came out. But he was fined. There's no suspension or anything like that. But you just can't have that. Torch, your thoughts?
Buffoon.
Can't do that, man. You just can't do that. Now look. He's been under a lot of heat. He's a first-round pick last year. He was last year's first-round pick. Kind of had a really terrible rookie season, put in a lot of work this offseason. And, thought maybe we had lost him for the season. He came back. I thought he played pretty well, didn't allow any sacks, but still play within the confines of the game. You can't be throwing punches. So I have no issue with this fine. It was a slight fine, but you can't have that. You can't do that. You cannot do that. So hopefully he learns from this. You move on. You got the Giants this week, that pass rush from the Giants. He's a left tackle, so he's going to see those elite pass rushers from the Giants. He's going to see maybe first-round pick Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, one of those guys. So the task doesn't get any easier this week. So we'll see what happens. Keep it up, but don't be throwing punches. Don't do that, man. What we got next? Look, man, we've been talking about this towards me and you. We did a show last week, and we talked about this. We kind of started, breaking this down here. And we did a show last night, Torch. We talked about trash teams of the week. I think
who's spewing that dumpster juice? Who's spewing that dumpster juice?
Who's spewing that dumpster juice? And last night we came up with a couple of the same answers. We came up with I think we said Saints and Saints and Dolphins, Saints and Dolphins and Giants. Look, Mike McDaniel's on the hot seat, man. He how can you not think he's not on the hot seat with everything that's going on over there, with the weapons that they have over there, that arsenal that they have over there. You have Tyreek Hill, you have Jalen Waddle, you have Devon Achane. You got weapons over there, and to only what they scored like 6-9 points, something like that. They didn't.
The Dolphins scored 8. The Giants had 6.
Okay, I was like,
had 9. The Saints had
with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and you scored that few points. You can't have that. You can't have, and you're supposed to be an offensive genius. And I think this goes back to some guys are great coordinators, but as head coaches, they're terrible. They're just terrible. And I think Mike McDaniels, you look at a guy like Robert Saleh and guys from the past, recent past, Rex Ryan, awesome defensive coordinator, crappy head coach. Wade Phillips, he was head coach for the Broncos and the Bills and the Cowboys. He just never was really a great head coach. Great defensive coordinator, but when you told him to run a whole team, he just couldn't do it. So I do believe Mike McDaniels is on the hot seat. First coach fired this season?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I agree. Mm-hmm. What's up, Conrad Cushman? Melissa, what's good? Do me a favor and like and share, tag a few people up in here. We're a little bit earlier today because we got to move around, but we wanted to get the show out there and get our pick in. I think his days are numbered. I think you're going to see eventually Vance Broncos. He's back as their defensive coordinator, ain't he? So, I think he's the first head coach fired. And I think eventually, I think in the very near future, you see that team dismantled. I think you're going to see a fire sale. I think you can see guys like Bradley Chubb on the move. You already saw them get rid of Jalen Ramsey. I just think a lot of those guys are out of it. I think Bradley Chubb, maybe a guy like Chop Robinson. I think a guy like Tyreek Hill's definitely up out of there, to get some cap relief. So we'll see what happens. What we got next, George?
Next on the agenda. You want to talk about the Thursday night game or?
There wasn't really a lot going on. About the only other thing that I got was it's looking George Kittle was placed on the IR. The 49ers are having issues over there. And Brock Purdy's going to miss 3 to 5 weeks with a shoulder sprain. So not a lot going on. So we saw last week your Green Bay Packers, you got some good news. You got broke my heart. Lost Micah Parsons. You were over there doing backflips.
I got some good news. I like how you downplayed that. I know you have a problem with using the word great. Okay. Great. Great. I get it.
Okay.
But this was great news. This was Tony the Tiger. Great news. Seeing that I'm bringing cereal onto the forefront, I figured I'd give you a cereal reference. Listen, sir. Phenomenal news. Great news. I love you too, sis. Fatima, love you too. Wish I'd have seen you the other night, by the way. Great news out at Lambeau Field. That Lambeau Leap feels even a little bit more better. The music when you hit it, when you hear all that, it feels it has more of a ring to it now. Especially when you have a guy like Micah Parsons, who is a game record, game changer. Look at Marcus. You look like, what you look like right now, Marcus? You look like a guy trying to sing an R&B song and you're trying to hit that note. You're trying to squeeze out that note. That's what you're looking like right now. You're looking like what's her name from the Cosby Show when she was singing that song. You try to get it out.
I'm doing the Rudy Huxtable.
Yeah, you doing Rudy. Yeah, you're doing the Rudy Huxtable right now. I understand. I feel for you. I want to say that thank you for the early Christmas gift. Thank you for the early Christmas gift with Michael Parsons. By the way, we're going to make good on that. By the way, we are going to make good on that transaction. Jerry Jones, you keep doing what you're doing, player. You keep doing what you're doing. We're going to be all right. That's why we're going to beat the Commanders tonight too. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts that keep on giving. We're going We're gonna handle it.
Real quick though, Torch. Green Bay last week. What you saw from them? What did you see from them last night? Did they do as expected? You know, I think Micah Parsons played 32 snaps. You know, he hadn't really done anything in the offseason and preseason, you know, looking for that big contract. The trade came through, highest paid non-quarterback in the league now. Y'all gave up 2 first-round picks for him, paying him $47 million a year. Micah Parsons' impact, your impressions of Jordan Love. I think this is a big year for Jordan Love. Your thoughts about how they performed last week, and then looking at the challenges with the Commanders this week. Offensive rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels, played exceptional last year. What did you see in last week's game, and how does that translate? A second week of Micah Parsons on the defenses. Your thoughts on that? This is your team. I kind of want to know where you stand at on this and your first impressions of the team.
So my first impression of the Packers is, to be honest, there is a standard. The standard is playoff or bust. It should elevate to Super Bowl or bust at this point, NFC Championship game or bust this season. That's my expectation of them. Offensively, I liked what I saw from Jordan Love, 16 of 22. Played a very, very mistake-free football game. It took a minute to get Josh Jacobs going with his 19 carries that he had. He did score a touchdown, but I would like to see that more. 66 yards to me is a little pedestrian for a guy who led the league at one time or another in rushing. I'd like to see Josh Jacobs get in that top 3 conversation of running backs, top 3, top 4 conversation in running backs this season. Utilizing him a little bit more. Obviously, we have a by committee wide receiving core that can handle business when needed to. They were a little inconsistent last year. Romeo Doubs having 68 yards last week was good to see. Even though he only caught 2 passes, it was good to see Romeo Doubs getting into the getting into the party early. Coming to the party early, not coming in late. Jalen Reed, obviously, we'll be watching Wicks as well. We will be watching those wide receivers. Hopefully, they have a phenomenal game against a team who I feel like you can definitely get very creative with. The Washington Commanders last year showed that they had problems with teams last year who could get very creative offensively. I get it. They are a very good team, so we're not sleeping on the Washington Commanders. I mean, we got people in the comment section already, Dalton Smith, talking about they're going to win tonight, which I don't see it. But offensively, I expect another phenomenal game from Jordan Love, who needs to be that guy to move to the next level. He is another next level guy. We talked about Justin Herbert needing to move to the next level. Jordan Love is in that same barnyard. He's in that same farmhouse. He needs to get to that next level, and that's Matt LaFleur's responsibility to get him to the next level. Defensively, all we need Micah Parsons to do is go rush the quarterback. Until his back is 95%, we will have him on a snap count, a limited snap count. We'll have him in situational football. When we have you 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, just know Micah Parsons is coming. He'll be in the game to come after your lovely favorite quarterback that you might like. He's coming. And Rashad Gary's coming. Rashad Gary had a sack and a half in that game, too. Let's not forget last week. Rashad Gary had a sack and a half last week. Micah Parsons had a sack. Rashad Gary had a sack and a half. And for those who think that Micah Parsons can't stop the run, he actually had a better run-stopping percentage than Kenny Clark. But I think the move with Kenny Clark did last week, as you watched the Cowboys, definitely a service, especially when it came to Saquon Barkley only having 60 yards in that game. So I'm happy about what I'm seeing as far as the Packers. We just need to see them be consistent. Elgin Cooper, phenomenal sideline to sideline linebacker, had 12 tackles last week. Okay. That front seven is going to be a problem. If they can stay healthy, consistent, build continuity with each other, and Matt LaFleur can coach properly, I want to see the 13 win Matt LaFleur again. I think with Michael Parsons, Josh Jacobs, a 13-win Packers team can get to the Super Bowl. It's not written in the stars that the Philadelphia Eagles is the best team this year. It's not written in the stars that the Detroit Lions, who everybody thought was going to run the division, I think we put a hold or a pause on that conversation. As far as Detroit is concerned, on that last week when we dismantled them last week. I would like to see Green Bay be more consistent as far as drives, though. I get it. We put up 27 points, and I get it. The match predictor on ESPN says we're a 60% chance to win today, but this is not a game that we can take lightly at all whatsoever. And I just want to see the consistency. And I get it. It's 9-11 today. I get it. It's 9-11. So a lot of people are like, well, the Washington Commanders are playing 9-11. You see already the narrative being drawn up. Well, guess what? 9/11 is something we are not celebrating, by the way. We are not celebrating 9/11. There is nothing to celebrate. There's a difference between celebrating and remembrance. Yes. We are remembering 9/11. 9/11 by no way, shape, or form should be used as a coin to be like, well, Washington should win today. No. I mean, we and I don't want to be political, but I think right now we have a certain there is a certain climate when it comes to Washington, and I'll leave it there. I'll leave that at that.
Hey, this is coffee talk. This is coffee talk. This ain't Alphabets football, so this is coffee talk where we talk a little bit of football and a little bit live. Just put it at out.
Let me just.
You can veer off a little bit, not too far off, but we talk a little bit of football and a little bit of life here. So,
hey Sharon, what's up? Good to see you, Melissa. How you doing, Dalton? I see you. I never see Washington lose on that day. Well, guess what? There's always a first. There's always room for a first.
Guess what?
About that.
Torch. Guess what else? We had never seen a team with
35 plus rushing yards, 40 plus points put up. 277 to 0 with the Baltimore Ravens that ended this past Sunday night. So there's a first time for everything. This because something don't first time for everything.
There's a first time for everything. So
I have the Packers winning by at least 4. That's my but I'll save that for later and divulge in that later. But you asked me about the team, and for week 1 is pretty good. Again, nothing that I'm gonna be like, oh my God, let me get super excited about. It was a good win week 1. Now you got to take care of business on a short week against the Commanders.
Okay. Look, man, I'm looking forward to this game. What I saw from Washington last week, I saw some chinks in the armor with Washington last week. As much of a defensive mind as Dan Quinn is supposed to be, I've seen some deficiencies there. I think a lot of it has to do with look, to do certain things, you have to have the personnel to do it. You can want to do whatever, we saw the Kansas City Chiefs get their teeth kicked in by the Eagles, but you gotta have the personnel to be able to do something like that. I think Dan Quinn wants to do certain things on defense because that is his forte. I think he's a defensive mind, former Cowboy defensive coordinator. I saw him up close and personal former head coach of the Falcons, that lost the Super Bowl in the 28-3 game. So we've seen certain things out of him. Who scares you on the Commanders defense where you're like, we got to watch this guy? They don't have a Micah Parsons type player over there. Now, I know that they've got, Bobby Wagner, future first ballot Hall of Famer. They got Von Miller, future first ballot Hall of Famer. But we're talking about an older Von Miller, more of a situational pass rusher now. I just don't see it, Torch. I don't see it. What I saw with Green Bay last week, I was very impressed. I agree with you, Torch. I think that they need to establish the run a little bit more. You have a back, and you know how I feel about running backs, Torch. Me and you, we've had executive talks about this, how I feel about running backs. I view Josh Jacobs very favorably. I have a lot of respect for his game going all the way back to Alabama, a power running back, a 3-down workhorse type back. I want to see Matthew Golden in week 2. We're starting to see that there. We saw Romeo Doubs a little bit. Jaden Reed showed out a little bit last week. I want to see a little bit more Tucker Kraft because he was kind of a safety blanket for them last week. And then again, like I said, another week of Micah Parsons should be a little bit healthier. I heard you mention Rashawn Gary. I heard you mention Edgerrin Cooper. The person I didn't hear you mention, Torch, was Lucas Van Ness. I thought he also had a very good game last week. I thought he played very well. Look, Green Bay. I think Green Bay is very impressive. I think this is a big year for Matt LaFleur. I think I don't think he's on the hot seat, but I do, we just talked about Mike McDaniels. I think he's definitely on the hot seat, but I think that there's some questions and some things that we need to see from Matt LaFleur. The front office there has went out of their way and given him everything. You got the second highest paid quarterback. You have an elite workhorse back. You spent the first round pick on a number 1 type receiver in Matthew Golden. You have a good receiving core, not a bunch of ones. I think a lot of them are 2s and 3s, of the Tavion Wickses and the Jaden Reeds and the Romeo Dobbses and the Christian Watsons. By the way, shout out to the Green Bay organization. Torch, we didn't really talk about this too much last night, but them going out and giving him a $13 million extension, even though he's missed a whole bunch of games, I think that shows a lot of goodwill. I talked about this yesterday on Coffee Talk, but I like what the Green Bay Packers are doing over there. Jerry Jones, he talked about all in. I think what the Green Bay Packers is doing is all in. When you look at a complete type team, going out, spending money, the resources that they gave up to go get an elite edge rusher like Micah Parsons, an elite running back, workhorse type back, a good young quarterback that has the potential to be a championship type quarterback. I like everything that they're doing over there. And that's no disrespect to the Washington Commanders. I like what they're doing over there, but I don't think that they're ready. So without further ado, can we get some scores up in here? Are you want to give your score? Mona, she sent me her score. I'm gonna give her score. How does this play out? Give me a score. I'm gonna give you my score. I'm gonna give you Mona's score, and then we're gonna be up out of here.
27-20.
27-20 Green Bay.
And I'm being nice by giving the Commanders 20 points.
Okay. I'm also going with Green Bay. I just think that I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with Washington's defense. I'm not impressed with them. They're one of the oldest team, if not the oldest team in the NFL. When you look at their personnel over there, I just think Green Bay has too many weapons that I don't think that they're going to be able to match up with. I think Matt LaFleur is an excellent play caller. I want to see them pound the rock. Josh Jacobs and I want to see them get rid of the ball. short pass and then take some shots down the field. You know, Tucker Kraft, I want to see a little bit more of him. And I want to really see Matthew Golden break out this week. Romeo Dobbs, he had a really good week last week, but I want to see a little bit more. I think that they really kind of explode this week. I'm going to say, Torch, I'm going to say 28-20 Green Bay. I'm going to say 28.
That was originally going to be my pick, but I was
Okay.
like 28-20. I'll just go 27-20. You know what? For the sake of it, we could both go with the same score. I'm going to go 28-20.
You go with the same score, 28-20 Green Bay. I'm looking here in my messages for Mona. Mona, she said, give me 24-21 Packers over Commanders. That's her pick. She's at a doctor's appointment this morning. She couldn't make it with us this morning. So, yeah. So I guess all three of us we got a hat trick going on here. All three of us are going to go with the torches, with the Holy Trinity here. We're all going with Green Bay on this game here. Get your Alphabets Football Show merch: 27 short sleeve t-shirts, 37 long sleeve t-shirts, 52 hoodies. I can also do Rise Up merchandise. I got all the stuff for Rise Up merchandise. Or if you're on the East Coast and you want to get it a little bit faster, Torch, you can still get it done. Get with Dre and hoodies. It's starting to get a little bit colder outside. Make sure you make your preparations for the Alphabets Football Show, Rise Up Family meet and greet, April the 23rd to the 25th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Torch is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Mona's going to be there. You all are all welcome. We're going to have a good old time and eat some barbecue and have a few drinks and you know, hang out with each other. I really would like to see everybody there. Make sure you make your picks tonight. Alphabets Football Show, Pick'ems League. Get your ass up in there. Some of y'all did not make your picks last week. You're just giving away points. Every correct answer is 10 points. So make sure that you do your picks. A lot of y'all miss your Thursday TNF picks. Torch, tonight, Rise Up Unlimited Radio Show. You and the Chocolate Girl?
Thank you for mentioning that. Yes, tonight, myself and the Chocolate Girl will be on 9:30 or 10 o'clock. I think 9:30 should be more sufficient with the fact that, you know, it is Thursday night football. Right
after the game.
I think I'm off work at 9:15. We'll say 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself, the Chocolate Girl, will be reviewing week one. I want to hear what Sharon Mullen has to say about week one and what happened in those games. We'll be looking at week two. We'll look at week two. We'll talk some WNBA as well because WNBA playoffs is out. We're gonna need to visit that because the playoffs is coming, and then we'll make our picks
and the fight.
I think me and Sharon, and we'll talk about Canelo versus my guy Terrence Bud Crawford. We'll talk about that. Who's gonna knock out Canelo Alvarez? We'll talk about all that good jazz. We'll talk about all that good jazz tonight. Now, I'm hoping what can happen too is that me and Sharon
move your camera up a little bit. I'm just getting like half of your face. Move your camera up a little bit.
I'm hoping that me and Sharon can keep a track of each other's picks just to see, just some fun stuff to see who has the better picks during the week. Chocolate Girl.
I mean, you're in the pick. I tried to get her in. She said she didn't have time. I talked to Sharon yesterday, but your picks are official because I got them in the group. So I'll chop those off and I'll send them to you.
Cool.
I need to look up in there anyways. Shout out to Alyssa Creamer. I think that's Ace's girlfriend. She was 13-3 last week. 13-3. She did real good. So she's in first place right now. I think I got like 3 or 4 people, but she was at the top of the list. So congratulations to her. Make sure y'all tune in and show Dre and the Chocolate Girl some love tonight. And then tomorrow, me and Mona will be back. Alphabet's football show, 10 o'clock Eastern time, where we do the rest of our picks. We do a quick after review of the game tonight, the Thursday night football game tonight, and make our picks for Sunday and Monday. Okay. Much love and respect to everybody. Appreciate everybody who comes through here. We're gonna try to do this on Thursdays if Dre's. If not, then I'll just do a regular coffee talk. But anytime I get to work with my guy, we try to come together like peanut butter and jelly, man. We like to come together, man. So y'all have a great day, and we appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Be safe out there with everything going on. I'm not gonna elaborate on it. Just be careful. Show people love. Show people respect. Be a good person. Just be a good person. It ain't that hard, all right? I'll get up with y'all tomorrow, and I'll be up in the comment section tonight showing some love and support to them tonight, all right? See ya.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown, the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now, homie, run me the stash.